IM8 is running 800 active ads right now on Meta, Spoilchild 900, and you're probably thinking they are big brands, that's why they have so much volume. And actually, that's not really it. The reason they run that many ads isn't because they have money to burn. It's because Meta's algorithm, Andromeda, needs volume to find your winner. And if you have no volume, you cannot find a winner. And if you have no winner, you cannot scale. Andromeda needs volume, and big brands understand that. Once you understand this, the question then become, should I make more ads? The question should become, how do I produce 10x the ads without 10xing my budget? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you. I built a workflow that lets any brand go from a handful of reference images to 10, sometimes 20, and even sometimes 100 ready to test static ads in a few minutes. And at the end of this video, I'm giving you the workflow for free. And just so you know, the brands winning on Meta right now aren't smarter than you. They're not more creative than you. They're just testing more. So you end up in this sort of trap. You need more ads, but the process to make them bottlenecks everything. So that's the trap this workflow breaks. So for the sake of this demo, I choose Waterdrop. Waterdrop is a company that makes these little cubes. They're making these little cubes, for your water, to perfume your water. And we're gonna make a hypothetical collaboration with Wimbledon, because it is actually the tournament it's playing. So I'm gonna show you an hypothetical example of that. So we're here in Wavy. So Wavy allows you to make nodal workflows. They allow you to basically create really complex or less complex workflows that allows you to really generate a handful or even much more volume of static ads and even animated ads or UGC ads. They allow you to do everything, and to put conditional logic, which allows you to build more complex workflow. So I'm going to walk you through exactly how this works and how you can use it also for your own brand. So first, here you have all your reference images. You can put your product, you can put the environment you want. So here, for example, I put Wimbledon, so the AI could get a bit the vibe of what I want to have. Then I put the product, and so basically here, you basically put all your best performing ads as an example, or your competitors' top creative, or any visual that really represents the look you're going for. The key rule for these reference images is that they need to be visually consistent, because these images are what the model is going to study. So here is a system prompt. So you do not need to touch the system prompt, and it's gonna trigger a visual Bible. So the visual Bible is very important. It's a prompt. So the system prompt is gonna tell Gemini to analyze every single image you just uploaded in the reference image. It's a technical description of your brand's visual DNA, the lighting, the lens fill, the color grading, the composition rules. It's everything that your brand visually stand for, basically. And it's gonna appear in this visual Bible that then is going to be used by the rest of the workflow. Here, for example, you can add your product image. So I took this blueberry iced tea water drop product. You can basically here put a little prompt of what you want. So I explained it. I wanted to a collaboration with Wimbledon, with the green grass and everything. And here, you don't have to touch that. It's gonna basically add this system. It's a prompt concatenator, so it has a fancy name, but it's really quite simple. It's gonna put together this visual Bible and the system prompt. So it will add these two up, and it will create a creative director that will create basically 10 prompts, or 20 if you like so, that will then generate the images. It will create 10 different prompts with 10 different angles, 10 different diverse images that will allow you to create a static ad. It is created in a way that there's an asterisk that is separating each of the prompts, so that then it is able to be split in a few sections, and then you have all the prompts right there, and it then generates all your superb images. So sometimes it's an iteration game. Sometimes there's a few images that you won't like. For example, this one, I don't feel like it makes really a lot of sense, but on the other end, you still have superb images that you can exploit, and that's really good. So in a batch of like 10, there's always one, maybe two that are not maybe perfect. Maybe this one feels a bit AI generated, not great, but it's an iteration. You can iterate and improve them over the course of your session. But the idea is there. You can, if I wanted to, I could generate hundreds of them, and I still have 80 to 90 really valuable images I can work with. So yeah, so that's the result. And because only images like that are not really static ads, you'll need to add the captions to it. You can basically feed Claude or ChatGPT with your brand, tell it a bit the goal of your campaign. It will come with an example of captions you can add in Canva or Figma. You can use this framework: benefit-led, hook-led, fear-led, social proof-led. I find it works really well on the ads at the moment on Meta. Here, what it means for your brand to having more creatives. Instead of running one creative until it fatigues, you always have a fresh rotation ready. So you have more creatives to test. You have a higher chance to find your winner. You have more volume, higher testing velocity. Your cost per winner goes down. You have a lower CAC, more money to reinvest in ads budgets, and more creatives to test as way back. So it's a sort of virtuous cycle that never ends. You can scale theoretically infinitely with that. And so that's what this workflow allows you. You uploaded 5, 6, 10 images, 10 reference images. You waited maybe 3-5 minutes, depending on the volume, and you're sitting on 15, 50, maybe 100 ads ready to push Andromeda and let the algorithm find your winner. So if you want to grab the workflow for free, it is in the description, so feel free to grab it. And if you want us to build custom campaigns for your next launch, or build you a full system engine to scale aggressively with a ton of ads in stock, there's a link to book a call with us in the description. So yeah, see you in another video, guys, and peace.